theory of music is not an easy subject to grasp, at least not for me. So when my instructor showered me with extra attention, I was very grateful. I sent a thank you note. Next thing I knew, I was being asked out for dinner. With my usual full speed ahead, no time to think it through fervor, I accepted, pretty pleased with myself that somebody new was paying attention to me. We made plans. As always, for me, there was that element of apprehension and worry about my own sanity, worry about crossing boundaries, worry about getting into a situation that I wasn't ready for. I was overwhelmed. But in the manner of those who climb mountains, I was going to take on another adventure. Why were my adventures always driven by my sexuality? I was driving a big blue Cadillac when I pulled up to the building. I still had time to dodge the bullet, but psychologically I was already a mess. There was no time to back up. She was already out the front door waving hello with a big smile on her face. Oops, here I go again. Never able to keep my pants on or my skirt down. Dinner was interesting. She was enamored. I was wide-eyed and feeling crazy. In my earlier years, I was sure that I wasn't a lesbian. But now that I was 22, I was concerned. Here I was going out to dinner with my female professor, so again, I wasn't really sure what was going on with me. What was going on with me? Well, anyway, she was happy and delightful. I was seductive and engaging. I was out looking for kicks. For me, the art of seduction was all-powerful and scary at the same time. For me, thinking about other people's feelings rarely entered my madcap world of frolic. I was 22. Experimentation was king. I had given up the notion that I could ever be normal. I invented other people to amuse me, except it was never really funny. Anyway, fondue. I've always been ambivalent about it. The lights were low, the music was soft, and every racing thought I had was leaving me breathless, which I could tell was being mistaken for the exciting possibility of amour. But first, how about going dancing at a lesbian nightclub? Lesbian nightclub, you say? Something I've yet to experience? Well, hell yeah. Let's go. So off we went. I edged that big blue caddy into the tightest parking space in Nashville. I strutted my sexy self into a very noisy, carnal, and inviting environment. It was dark. It smelled sweet. And there were no men. I liked it. I could be me. I could try out all my dance moves and not feel ridiculous. I could be scandalous and revealing. I could be plump and still be pretty. Maybe I was a lesbian. We started dancing. I was really working these hips. A crowd was gathering, all the lascivious, drooling attention I was getting. It was a blast. A miracle. I was popular. Finally, the plump girl was attracting a crowd. Oh, my date. My date. She was planning on a big night. I was already having mine. So many lovely ladies all focused on me. I was having so much fun by myself, wiggling and swaying. I was an exotic dancer. I was the sexiest woman alive. I was the center of attention for the most beautiful women on earth. Then my moves started getting old, and so did all the women in the room. It was time to get out. So I grabbed my date, drove her home, dropped her off at her door, and took off. I had been dancing at a gay bar. I was a lesbian! No! I was a dancer! Who was I? Would I ever pass music theory? So, when I was introduced to a young Russian concert pianist, I was sure this would finally be my chance to distinguish major from minor. A party with loads of people trying to impress each other, and I just wanted to run screaming. Enters the star of the moment, a tiny little man with a Russian accent so thick no one could understand him, but everyone was smiling and nodding and clapping him on the back. It was a great privilege to be in his presence, blah, blah, blah. My little brain was thinking about how I could wrangle him into finishing the music theory problem I was muddling through. Suddenly, it was my turn to bow and curtsy to this miniature Liberace. Well, I did. And when I came up from that bow, he was looking down my blouse. Aha! Which magic spell shall I cast? As he filled the room with his incomparable piano music, I was working myself into a sexual frenzy, changing from the mousy little opera singer into a fire-eating siren. Now I was going to have some fun. The room full of snobby elitists was fading to black. I had set my sights on my new boyfriend. It would be the perfect relationship. He could barely speak English. On our first date, he sat across from me, repeating the words, "Your shoulders are so beautiful." I was wearing spaghetti straps. On our second date, he came to my apartment with the only thing he had brought over from Russia, a pot, and he cooked me borscht. The third date, he brought Russian vodka. Jumped on top of me. I was horrified. Was this his version of romance? I threw this miniature man to the floor. I stepped on him. The fourth date. He did all my theory homework. Well, that was the whole damn relationship. Just another mope that fell by the wayside. Only this one could play piano. And I still suck at music.